So, hello everyone. We are very glad to see you today. Thank you so much for joining our event. Before we start, let me introduce my wonderful colleague, CEO Albana Todorova. She will make a short introduction about our ecosystem. Anna, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Julia. I'm so glad that we are starting this new season again, and I'm so glad to see you all. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited to greet you today at the Unicorn.Events, where the world's largest startup pitch contest. This season, we are doing geography-focused battles. We are here today for the Central and Eastern Europe Unicorn Battle, where best startups we had selected out of lots of applicants will be pitching to our great judges and our official judges, and also the expert board and business angels from worldwide. We are live and broadcasting to the whole world, so please share the links within your community so everyone can see you online.
I'm sorry for interrupting. We do not see your screen sharing.
You do not see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, that's too bad. Hold on a second. Let's try it again. How is this?
Oh, now perfect. Yeah.
Okay, good. Our event is happening thanks to our sponsors. We greatly appreciate our platinum sponsor, Network VC, our golden sponsor, Silicon Valley Syndicate Club, and our silver sponsor, Startup Inc. We have been friends with many of you for years already, and now we need your support. Most of our events are done by Ukrainian team, and we know that you stand strong by us. Next Tuesday, on April 26th, we will be having a special event that supports Ukrainian startups and everyone we know in Ukraine. And we know that you can surely help. Thank you so much for doing so. Also, our head company, Network VC, had created a special fund to invest in Ukrainian startups. Please follow the link to become a part of this great opportunity and provide your support. So every Thursday in April, May, and June, we will be scanning our planet to bring you extraordinary innovations from all over the world. And the winner of today's online Unicorn Battle will participate in the Unicorn Cup Finals. On June 16th, it will be a great happening with VCs and prominent startups from all over the world. So please mark the date in your calendar and make sure you are there. Unicorn.Events is an open competition where successful startups pitch for private investors and venture funds. We are the world's largest startup pitch competition by geography and the number of the events held already. We shed a light on the best startups since 2009 and do our events on a regular basis all over the world. So please join us to see the best solutions and meet great personalities personally. Our events are for the best startups where they meet famous investors and business angels. And we do a really good job. Look at our statistics. Every startup pitching live has a great opportunity to interact directly with our famous guests, VCs, business angels, and millions of dollars had been already raised by our participants. We make people happy and we like doing it. One of our unfair advantages is a great network of our partners that do unicorn pitches with us. That is state, country, or city pitch event for local startups to give them better chances to meet top VCs from all over the world. If you lead a startup community and we haven't been introduced yet, please contact me directly and we will do business together. We are open to explore synergies to help startups and investors to play a more significant role in global ecosystem. Join our partner network that reached last year 1 million users. Who we are as a whole. We are a global ecosystem that has various businesses managed by a head company called Network VC. It's our syndicate fund and a main center of venture activities. Startup Network is a marketplace for startups, businesses, investors, and service providers. Startup Inc. is an investor onboarding and management platform to get an access to exclusive deals with experienced VCs with only 1K entry. Our Unicorn.Events is the largest global pitch competition for startups that have a potential to become unicorns. VC House, a closed online community and network created exclusively for the VCs where they can exchange deals they participate in as elite investors. And Silicon Valley Syndicate Club is a special structure that allows business angels to invest into the best startups with small checks through syndicate deals. So, welcome once again to the Unicorn Battle for Central European startups. And let's see what great discoveries are waiting for us right now. And I'm honored to introduce you to Julia Solenko, who is a wonderful head, COO actually on our Unicorn.Events, but under these war conditions, we do everything we can because our men are fighting and we are the only girls on the projects. So Julia is our now event manager for the whole European continent. Julia, glad to see you in a new role, and let's see what discoveries you will have for us today.
Yeah, thank you so much, Anna. So I'm trying my best to combine all the roles at our team, and I'm happy to introduce you our media partners, and we are very thankful for their great support. Unit City, MIT Enterprise Forum, Central and Eastern Europe, European Business Association, the FinTech Times, Startup Grind Fukuoka, Silicon Valley Ventures, InMind, and Demium. Thank you so much, guys, for your great support. And today we have a wonderful board of official judges. Could you please, Anna, help me to introduce them?
It's my pleasure, Julia, to do so. Let me start with the wonderful woman representing great country of Bulgaria, Albana Todorova. She's venture partner at Rabo Ventures. Hello, Albana. Welcome to Unicorn.Events. Please tell a little bit shortly about your fund, who you invest in, what geography, what check size, what industry, if you have any preferences.
Thank you, Anna and Julia, for having me. And hello, everyone. Very nice to meet you virtually. I am a venture partner with Rabo Ventures, part of the Rabo Food and Ag Innovation Fund. We invest in ag tech and food tech startups in Europe, Israel, and North America. We invest in slightly later stage startups, Series A+, usually A to C, and our sweet spot are ticket sizes from 2.5 million to 5.5 million euro. And anyone who is working with agriculture or food-related technologies, feel free to drop me a line. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Albana. Welcome to our events. Please welcome Yuri Serichenko, who is representing Ukraine today. Yuri is a managing director at QP Digital. Hello, Yuri. Great to see you.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Yulia. Hi, Anna. It's a pleasure to be here. And I am proud to present Ukraine at the Unicorn Pitches. I'm Serichenko Yuri, Managing Director of QP Digital. We are the fastest growing VC fund in Ukraine. We invest in fintech, deep tech, gaming, space tech in Ukraine, in Europe and North America. We invest startups early stage and seed stage. Our whole team in Ukraine now and still working. Glad to see here so good selection of startups and judges. Wish you good luck and perfect funding.
Thank you, Yuri, so much. Welcome, Andris Berznis, who is representing Latvia today. He's managing partner at Change Ventures. Hello, Andris.
Hello, everyone. Hope you can hear me. Glad to be here and supporting Ukraine, as the Baltics have been doing as well. So I run a seed fund, the largest seed fund in the Baltic region. We invest at pre-seed and seed, and only in this region, very focused, but delighted to see lots of great investors from all across the region and look forward to hearing the pitches from the teams.
Wonderful. Great to have you, Andres. And please welcome official judge representing Czechia, Michal Zaleshak. He is co-founder and managing partner at Lighthouse Ventures. Always glad to see you, Michal.
Hi, Anna. I'm very glad to be on the panel. We are one of the most active VCs in Central Eastern Europe with 36 portfolio companies. So we do invest between 200,000 euros to 1.5 million euros. And we are happy to invest into Ukraine founders already in the past and also to Unicorn battle participants in the past of one of the companies from Poland. We are very happy about it. And regarding areas, we invest into fintech, B2B software, but we are quite agnostic and it mainly goes to the quality founders. So we are happy to be here and thank you very much for inviting me. Thank you very much. You're doing the great job.
Thank you, Michal. Great to have you. And please welcome Thomas Bell, who is representing Slovakia. He is co-founder and partner of Vision Ventures. Hello, Thomas.
Hi, nice to meet you. Nice to meet everybody. I'm Thomas from Slovakia. I'm representing Vision Venture, which is a seed venture capital fund. We are mostly active in Slovakia and Central European Union. And our approach is mostly from industry specification agnostic. Also, we are looking for B2B and deep tech technologies. So thank you very much, and I wish you success, and I'm curious what's going on and looking forward for some contacts and cooperation. Thank you.
Wonderful, Thomas. Great. Welcome on board. Please
Thanks.
welcome Mikhail Didebulidze. He will be representing Georgia today. Mikhail is a partner in VC firm VNTR. Hello, Mikhail.
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm happy to be here with you. So about the fund, we are mostly investing in late-stage startups, mostly in fintech, game tech, blockchain projects. In the last year, our checks are from 1 million to 5 million. We invest through the syndicate, but also we are we have a community of around 150 investors inside of our VC. So we have the people with the different expertise. So we are looking also for some projects in edtech as well, in robotics. Yeah, that's briefly about us.
Thank you. Welcome to our Unicorn.Events. Thank you. And please welcome official judge representing great country of Poland, Michal Lasocki. He's venture partner at EEC Ventures. Hello, Michal.
Hi, I hope you can see me. Thank you for inviting me to this interesting contest. EEC Ventures is probably the largest corporate venture capital fund in Poland, which is focused on two aspects, which is Industry 4.0, which we discuss as anything that makes traditional industry more competitive by digital means. And another region where we are active is clean technologies, clean transition, and clean energy. That's most likely because one of our largest LP partner is Tauron Energy. It's a large company which generates and distributes energy in Poland. We are investing in startups as well, but mainly we invest in later stage companies, and we can provide from 150,000 euro to 1 million euro. That's a startup ticket, and for later stages we can deliver as much even as 7 million euro, obviously in tranches. So far we have invested into more than 12 companies. They usually are software companies, but we are not afraid of investing in hardware. It's just that it is a little bit more different to spot a promising opportunity at these days. So feel free to contact me for any ideas of networking or cooperation.
Wonderful, Michal. So glad to have you with us today. And Julia, that was all for official judges, but I remind you that we will have 4 categories of judges who will vote. Guests will vote, business angels will vote, official judges will vote, and expert board will vote. And then the winner will be the one who got the biggest score. That's just mathematical stuff. And we will reveal it in a little while at the end of our event, but we have a wonderful expert board with us today.
Sure, and we are proud of them. So please meet our expert board judges whose votes will define today's winner. They all are well-known venture professionals who play a crucial role in startups ecosystem. So I see that we still have a time. And dear expert board members, if you would like to introduce yourself, please click a raise hand button and you'll be given a floor for a short introduction. Yeah, I see. Let me check. Jim Thomas, please. The floor is yours.
Great to be with you guys this morning. Hello from Florida and from the United States. Just love that you've been able to keep this going and see more and more people joining all the time. So it's inspirational to all of us. My firm, we invest in technologies that are making the planet a better place as we look to move those technologies off the planet and into space. Usually check size is $500,000 up to 2 to 3 million in a seed stage. And then we like to do follow on in later rounds. It's great to be with you guys today.
Thank you so much, Jim, for joining us. I see Gary. Gary, please, you're welcome.
Yeah, no, it's great to be here and great to see some familiar faces I haven't seen for a while. Andres, just many of them. I'm a serial entrepreneur investor. I've been involved in 17 startups and 2 unicorns. Was on the original management team at Click Software, which we sold to Salesforce for $1.35 billion, also Eva.ai. We love artificial intelligence and quantum computing. I'm the CEO, co-founder, and president of GSD Get Shit Done Venture Studios, which is a premier AI and quantum venture studio located in Silicon Valley, and also GSD Labs, which is our hyper accelerator, which has currently companies have come through from 47 countries around the world. So great to be here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Gary. So I see Gabriel Lincoln with us. Please, Gabriel, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Julia, Anna. Great to see you as always, and glad to be here. I'm based in Colombia, and from my side, I've been investing, advising in technology with a focus on renewable energies, deep tech, and currently with the fund Urinary Capital, based in Luxembourg, we're tackling investing in seed and round A startups with tickets from 250K up to 2 million. And the idea is targeting intersection of blockchain and decentralized networks with impact, renewable energy, space, very complex technologies. So happy to be here once again.
Thank you, Gabriel. I see Jordan with us. Jordan, long time no see.
Did you miss me?
Yeah, really.
Anna, I missed
back.
you too. How are you, Anna?
Yeah, so getting there, Jordan. Thank you.
I'm Jordan Wabe. The Roosters and I woke up together just for this event at 6 in the morning. And greetings to all my friends and good friendly faces I haven't seen in a long time. I do miss you. Yes, inspirational is what the people of the Ukraine are doing. It makes me feel that small in terms of what I think I'm doing versus what you're doing. So hooray, hooray, hooray. Silicon Valley Venture Group, it's a small group. I'm managing partner. We invest in technology companies for rounds of 300 to 3 million, sometimes 5 million. And we write checks between $30,000 to $300,000. We participate in companies that improve the human condition. And this time of this, the life as we know it, it's all about improving the human condition. If you're listening, if you are a startup about to pitch, we got a great group of investors with connections literally all over the universe. So 2 points of pressure on you. 1, do what you came here to do, which is raise some money. and to open doors with each and every one of us to help you get where you want to get. I mentor people in Plug and Play at Sky Deck Lab and others, but you guys are lucky. You are getting massive exposure worldwide. Please make it count. Please, I'm urging you.
Thank you, Jordan. Thank you. So we have Stuart Brown, please. The floor is yours.
Great, thank you, Anna, and great to be here as always. Hi, Julia. Welcome to the team. Yeah, I'm always impressed with what you're able to accomplish, both of you, and yeah, it's wonderful to be here to meet the other judges and meet the amazing new companies that we're about to see. So my name is Stuart Brown. I'm the CEO of a venture capital firm based in Toronto called PICAP. We're also a Canadian federal government designated organization for the Startup Visa program. And we facilitate financing of about $300,000 per company. So if there's any entrepreneurs who want to get financed and possibly immigrate to Canada, immigrate to Toronto or elsewhere in the country, please contact me. I'll put my information in the chat box, and look forward to learning more about you and your company soon.
Anna,
Thank you so much.
Anna, isn't it forbidden to encourage people to migrate out of the US? That's what I heard the rules are. Can't talk
out
about
of
the
there.
Out of them to go to Canada, right?
Jordan, you're welcome to Canada as well if you want to join us here.
In that case,
that's good.
Thank you so much. So dear expert board members, in case we missed someone and you would like to introduce yourself, feel free to do so during Q&A session. And now we have to move and explain our voting system. So each of you has got a voting link. So to start voting, please make sure that you have logged in under your profile. You see the logos of startups and numbers beneath. 5 is the highest one and 1 is the lowest. So we are hoping that today we have good marks and wonderful startups. And as Anna already told, so we have now 4 categories of voting. So even guests can give their vote and play a great role in destiny of startups. So today we have 10 startups from different countries, and we are happy to invite first participant. But before the pitch competition starts, I would like to say that each startup will have 3 minutes for pitching and 3 minutes for questions and answers. And we also would like to remind you that we recommend not to tell about fundraising out loud because we are broadcasting live and some countries may have restrictions in this regard. So I would like to invite our first startups, a wonderful Ksenia with startup Cardioma Care, the winner of our previous event, Unicorn Pitches Ukraine. Ksenia, are you with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. I apologize for maybe some noise that you can hear because Cardioma is exhibiting today in Amsterdam, right? Today's Innovation for Health 2022 in Netherlands. That's why I apologize for some noise maybe. Let me share my... Can you see my screen?
Yeah, everything seems working correctly and presenter's mode.
Yeah, I can start.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me today. My name is Ksenia Vilkina. I'm co-founder and CEO of Cardioma, and we have developed a solution that can save lives. You all know that cardiovascular disease is still one of the biggest health challenges of our time. We came up with the idea of cardioma from our personal experience. Me and my co-founder, we wanted to be aware of our parents' health condition. Heart disease remains the #1 killer, and that trend is likely to continue for years. The long-term impact of the coronavirus will directly affect cardiovascular health. And every cardiologist in our experience says it is necessary to monitor heart continuously. Every patient needs continuous monitoring. Cardioma technology is an AI-based solution that combines reusable, waterproof, rechargeable wearable patch for multiple users. It tracks all main vitals. Very easy to use it and very comfortable to wear. I can put it on and it immediately starts to track the data. Clinical data goes to the cloud, where our proprietary algorithms provide analysis to detect many different kinds of irregular heart rhythm and send real-time feedback for both patients and clinicians. Patients can review user-friendly data in the app and supports them in health self-management. And clinicians have access to web-based dashboard with already analyzed data by AI and presented in real time. Our solution is only one, provides real-time monitoring with real-time results, can be integrated in any EHR system. The solution is cost-effective, efficient for clinicians, and user-friendly for patients. Our business model, we partner with testing facilities and sell directly to hospitals and cardiologists. We provide full service, cardioma patch, consumables, clinical analysis of data, and generating report. A fee for these services, and practice builds the patient insurance for CPT codes or reimbursement codes in Europe. Cardioma primary operates in cardiac monitoring device market. The other market segments are cardiac rehabilitation, pre- and post-operative monitoring, and clinical research monitoring. We expand from Netherlands to Germany, UK, Scandinavia, and US. We launched already a big pilot for cardiac rehabilitation in San Francisco in US, in San Francisco General Hospital, as well as a project of home-based monitoring of pre-operational patients in Netherlands and study in monitoring of post-COVID patients. Our product has passed clinical validation, clinical trials, and certification process. We have established manufacturing, serial manufacturing site, and we already launched sales in Ukraine last year. Currently, we are looking for late seed round for expanding in Europe and launching in US. We are a team of inspiring entrepreneurs, developers, data scientists, and commercial managers with experience of market launch in Europe, Brazil, and US. Also, we are humbled to work with our medical, scientific, and technology advisors. Our company backed by health tech accelerators, university medical centers, and grant programs in US and Europe. Thank you, and I'm ready for your questions.
Thank you so much, Ksenia. Dear judges, please, if you would like to ask a question, please raise the hand button. Yeah, I see the first question from Yuri Sereshenko, please.
Hi, Ksenia. Wonderful presentation. What can you say, what is unique, proprietary in your technology?
Yeah, our uniqueness that we provide real-time and continuous monitoring for multiple using, and also we provide analysis by AI, not by doctors themselves. So, and the accuracy of our ECG signal is, we already prove it in the laboratory testing, is more accurate than any other our competitors.
One more, please. Can you tell us how do you protect your intellectual property?
We device itself, yeah, if you produce it in China, we can, even if you have already patent for design, we can protect it. But our main value is in software, in our data, and in our algorithms. So we protect our solution by patenting our algorithms.
Thank you, Ksenia.
Thank you so much. Any other questions, dear judges? Yeah, I see a question from Albana Todorova, please.
Thanks a lot for the wonderful pitch, Ksenia. I have a quick question, maybe I missed it. What sort of support do you provide to your customers and or to your patients? So if something goes not as planned, how do you envisage the support for the patients? Because you have people who are in quite a vulnerable situation, I assume. So what can you do to ensure that they're properly supported throughout the process? Thank you.
You mean how we support already existing customers, or how we can support them in future? Because we provide the full service of monitoring for our customers. Our customers, it's practices and hospitals, and they prescribe our solution for their patients. And we, by our business model, we provide full service of monitoring device itself, consumables, software analysis of data, and we charge practices and hospitals and cardiologists monthly fee per patient. And hospitals and practices, they charge patient insurance for these services.
I mean more the application or the when the patients use the device, if something doesn't go as planned or if there's some problem with the hardware itself and so on, who is providing the support? Is it Cardiomo or is it the physician?
Is it Cardiomo who provide? Because from our experience, the doctors and cardiologists, they haven't so many times to monitor every patient and to provide support for each patient. So yeah, if we see something going wrong, we notify the doctor or patient about these issues.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. If you have additional questions, feel free to text them in chat for Ksenia, and we have to move on to our next participant. So our next participant's case from Slovakia, Slavomir Hruška. Please start your screen sharing.
Hello. Okay, should be visible now.
Yeah, wonderful. So please.
Just give me a second. Okay. So hi, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Slavomir, and I'm the co-founder of SCase. I want to talk to you about the opportunity that we see. As you might know, seamless integration of technology into clinical care is hard. This is why we see an opportunity where we build a full-fledged solution built from hardware and software, where we are compliant with multiple regulations. We make it easy for professionals and patients to connect and run minimal intervention for setup, and we make it future-proof. How it looks like in practice, it's a software platform with a hardware component. In the hardware component, we integrate into one device multiple sensors, for example, a glucose meter, blood pressure monitor, pulse oximeter, infrared thermometer, and also with a full software solution for patient questionnaires, remote monitoring, and database. What we see in real life where we are deployed is that our solution compared to the competitor helps to identify more cases of newly diagnosed onsets like hypertension, hyperglycemia, hypoxia. But also on top of this, we see a reduction in diagnostics times from 10 minutes to 5 minutes, which, as you know, in a world where we have more and more patients and less doctors, it's a huge time saver. This we can see in practice, for example. This is our actual one of our support to currently on the border of Ukraine, where it helps humanitarian organizations to diagnose people way faster. What this led to in the last year is basically we closed multiple pilots worth over 337,000 euros. hospitals, institutions, and organizations are approaching us because they see the value in both remote monitoring of the patients and time saving. In the last batch, we manufactured 120 solutions for multiple organizations that are already currently gone. We have currently 16 pilots running in multiple countries, and we are preparing for a new batch, which will start in May. We are supported by multiple great investors like BPD Partners, Ysoft Ventures, AI incubators, but also investors who previously built and exited the company. Our goals for 2025 is to have our solution at least in 500 healthcare institutions. Up to today, we have LOIs with more than 24 hospitals and more than 56 elderly care homes. We passed ISO 13845 as a manufacturer of medical hardware, and currently we are undergoing MDR certifications. I'm happy to talk to you about our needs and targets, so please reach out. We have a wonderful team of entrepreneurs who already been through building a company and exiting it. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Slavomir. Dear judges, do you have questions for our presenter? So, yeah, I see the question from Gayovanka, please.
Thank you. Great presentation, straight to the point. Slavomir, you generally encompassed everything that concerns us as a judges to make a grade. Nevertheless, can you tell us a bit about your competitors?
Mm-hmm. So actually, thank you for the comment. I'm a former VC myself and entrepreneur with one exit. So I try to make it to the point as fast as possible. Regarding the competition, we have a complete analysis of multiple competitors in the market. I would say our advantage is that even before we build the product, we were reaching out already to a network of customers and built with them. So we built it already parallel with the customers. Even before the certification, we are piloting it with them. So obviously there is competitors, but I believe it doesn't really matter. It's about the team's power to execute.
I concur with that. What is your current status in terms of registering your patents? Can you tell us about that as well?
We filed for the protection of the brand and the protection of the industrial design. So we already have a couple of them approved, and now we are waiting. We are pending for the industrial patent.
Thank you very much. Good luck.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. I see the question from Yuri Sviashenko.
Hi, Slavomir. Wonderful presentation. About your product, do you need to make a personalization of your product for your customers, for healthcare institutions?
Mm-hmm. Yes, so it's one hardware, but we can integrate also, it serves as a hub. So we can integrate multiple sensors, and we currently are running 2 apps. One app is for outreach organizations, and one app is for home patient monitoring. So the possibilities of adaptations are basically limitless in this regard.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But we try to focus on 1 to 2 use cases at the beginning, so we are not spread thin.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Slavomir. So, dear judges, please feel free to text your questions to Slavomir, and we are moving to our next presenter. So, startup CredWorks from Estonia, and please meet Matthias Lua.
Hello, do you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, super. So thank you, Julia, for this awesome opportunity, and our 10 points go to the Ukrainian team. So you are our heroes. You guys are awesome. So me at CredWorks, what we do is we build drones, and we build them for firefighters or rescue workers and police. When we started the company, we had this big environmental pledge to knock down 1% from the global greenhouse gas emissions by avoiding those big landscape fires. And now we are selling our drones to Ukraine. So there is a bit of, let's say we are embracing the military sector also in this sense. But then what we do is that we mount machine vision module on board of our drones so that we can detect humans, cars, or the fire automatically. And we also connect them to GSM networks, meaning that the data from the drone goes not only to the pilot, but to where it actually matters, to the central command and control room. And just recently, we did a demo where our chief engineer was in California, in San Diego, in aerial firefighting North America. And we did some fires in Tallinn, in Estonia, and he operated the drone over the Atlantic Ocean. And we provided then live fire detection from our drone back to the firefighters in California. So this is how it kind of looks then in the map interface, those plots. And we also have a drone in a box solution. So this is one Estonian company building trailer for border guards. And our drone lands and takes off and charges inside their trailer. So it's all autonomous. You don't need any pilot there in the loop. Oh, and those pictures are from the Lithuanian-Belarusian border in August last year. So what we do then, machine vision on board, GSM connectivity, and we combine all the data. There's a data hub, and we put the drone in a box. And by doing so, we avoid about 30 to 50% of drone operating costs. And Markets estimates that this professional drone market is going to grow 3 times in the next 5 years. So there's going to be a market opportunity. And when we slice the security, search and rescue market, the drone market, to what we think is addressable for us, it's 825 million. And yeah, so please join our seed round. We are now raising because we need to grow and scale. And if you join now, basically what we do, we will use your money to build the drones that we send to Ukraine. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Matthias. Very impressive presentation. So I see the first question from Mikhail Zalisa, please.
Hi there. What exactly is your product or like your IP, and what part is third-party modules, both like software or hardware?
Mm-hmm. The components we buy is like simple things, motors, propellers. We also buy radios, for example, the GSM chip or the normal point-to-point radio, we buy those. We mount them on our PCB, so the electronics mostly is done by us. And if I understand correctly, the point of the question is to understand what is hard to copy. The difficult thing is to make everything work. So if you just take a camera and the machine vision module and you put them together, they don't necessarily work. So there is that part of the job is done. And also, if you fly drones in GSM networks, you don't get very good image. You get a lot of lost frames. So we do our magic with the software, realigning those packages and cutting them in a way that you get a nice experience.
Thank you.
I hope I answered the question.
Yeah. I see next question from Michal Lasowski. Please, the stage is yours.
Hello, I have 2 questions. Could you please confirm the market sizing? I lost you. Could you repeat your market sizing, please?
Okay, so I can maybe share this slide. So if you look at this defense and law enforcement or security sector, Markets says that the total drone sector is going to be $1.8 billion. And we think that what we can address with small multi-rotor and a drone in an S solution is 825 million. All those other markets are in principle also possible with the same hardware. We shouldn't need to change the hardware to work on those markets. Basically, the machine vision algorithm should change. So if you want to see the total market opportunity as 3 billion, it's possible. It's just a question if we have enough strength or focus to go there.
What is the market growth? Okay, and the growth of the market?
The growth of the market by Markets, they say 3 times during the next 5 years.
For defense and law enforcement?
Yes, for the drone usage in the security, defense, and law enforcement. So the
okay. Thank you for that. Then the next question is, can you tell us more about the technology? I'm mostly interested in the wavelengths that you are using to detect forest fires.
So the forest fire we do now with thermal camera, and the algorithm is fairly simple. So we use the thermal camera image to take out from the image anything that's hotter than a certain temperature, let's say hotter than 80 degrees. And then we know the position of the drone, we know the angle of the camera, then we do the trigonometry, we calculate where on the map the camera is looking at, where each pixel is located on the map, and then we convert this to vectorized data.
And what is proximity of sensors to the object? What is the distance that you can detect fire from?
Oh, very long. Normally we fly at 100, 200 meters altitude. And if you look at 45 degrees, you can say you are 400 meters from the fire, maybe. You can go higher up, it's not a problem. It's okay.
Thank you so much. I'm sorry we are out of time and I see more questions. So dear judges, please proceed in chat. Thank you, Matthias, for your presentation. And we are moving to the next startup. It's our winner of Unicorn Pitches Serbia, Maya Konkic. Please, the stage is yours.
Okay. Can you see the screen?
Yeah, please.
Okay. Okay, I'm here to present to you the next generation urinary catheter. It is a catheter that will resolve one of the largest medical issues, and that is complications related to the use of urinary catheters. So I'm going to show you the problem. This is really a huge problem because it kills a lot of people. It kills more people than all the car crashes. So, and as you can see, it really costs a lot. So I'm going to give you a bit more of that. 3% of all people living around us, meaning in the world, they use urinary catheters. There is also, in addition to that, 30% of people living in some care institutions or in home care that use urinary catheters. And in addition to that, 15% of all hospitalized patients use urinary catheters. And if you acquire an infection in hospital, it is most likely, meaning 70%, that is due to a urinary catheter. So what we are offering, the solution, it's a unique technical solution. We have a single rolling membrane inside our device, which forms hermetically fitted space, and that prevents introduction of pathogens into the bladder, which is important. So we will not only save lives, we will reduce complications, but we will also improve quality of life, and not only quality of life, but quality of treatment, of medical treatment, if we improve quality of treatment of urinary catheterization. And we have competitors, of course. There is a lot of companies trying to solve this problem, made by Foley catheter, which is used for almost 100 years. But why do we believe that we're better than them? Because our catheter is both for long and short-term use. I'm going to repeat that. Our catheter, MCAT catheter, can be used both for short and long-term use. So this is, once again, short and long-term use. I need to repeat that because this is our advantage. Our market, it's 1.8 billion estimated, with annual growth, we can say from 5 to 10%. Our plan is to start selling 2025. And this is something like our financial projections. If you want it, we can show you later that. We have a lot of people standing by us. This is our advisory board. Some of the names maybe you can understand, you can already know, but I can tell you that we really choose them and they chose us. And this is us, Boško, Maya, and Alexandra, SREMCAT company that is committed to developing an MCAT urinary catheter. Please contact us for more details.
Thank you, Maya, for being in time. Dear judges, it's time for your questions or suggestions, maybe, as you wish. I see the first question. Just a moment. Thomas Bell, please.
I have a simple question. So, what is the magic that you can use it for long and for a short time?
Because we can put it in, but we can also put it out. You understand? And it gets stored, but putting it out, it will just go like this. It goes in, but it is covered all the way. Up to now, it's something going like this. And now it is all covered like a sleeve or condom, let's say. And then it goes in like this, you see? So in and out. So it can stay for a long time. It will not be destroyed in the meantime. You know, and usually all the companies now working on this, they just manage to put it in. We have that hermetically fitted space that allows some kind of buffer in between. You know, urine, it is in crystals when it crystallizes, so it can break something. So we can prevent that. It will not turn all of the urethra, you know, like a man, it could hurt a lot for women as well. So we do that, all of that.
Thank you. The next question from Albina.
Thanks a lot for the presentation, Maya. Definitely a blind spot for me. Quick question regarding regulatory environment. So is catheter usage basically regulated by any sort of, I don't know, like legal framework? And how does it work basically in the European Union?
Yes, it's true. We're just in the beginning. That's why I showed the development plan. I needed to show it up because we're just in the beginning. So we need to go through all the regulation. And that is, of course, something which we share with all medical devices. And that's a long way. We cannot go to the market just like this, like a software, you know. We need time. We need to go through all the regulation, and that's it. And that's good because we need to show that that it really works and that it will not kill people and that it will help. That's the most important.
Thank you. And a last quick question from Yuri Sereshenko, please.
Hello, Maya. Very impressive presentation. Can you tell me who are your customers and do you have any agreements, contracts with them?
Well, we cannot have yet contracts, you know, because regulation does not allow that.
Letters of intentions, informal contracts.
Yes, our main yes, I understand your question completely because actually where we aim to that which is named positive list, meaning health insurance funds. Like every country have their insurance funds, and it's different in, for example, States or Germany or maybe in Serbia or in any other country. So we sell directly to the insurance funds, or in the United States, for example, it is a bit different, but we really aim to health insurance funds, and they're huge. You know, like aspirin or like any other drug or medical device, we all aim to be on that positive list, means to be covered by the country.
Okay, thank you, Maya.
Yeah, thank you so much for your questions. So we have to move on to our next participant startup from Romania with a startup Vailot. Alexandru, it's your turn, please.
Hello, thank you for inviting me. Is my screen okay? Do you see me? Do you see my screen?
I see. Everything seems fine.
Hi, I'm Alex. I'm from Romania. I'm on digital field for more than 15 years. I have done several startups, several companies, several failures. I have done one exit 15 years ago to Alibaba. And right now, for more than 3 years, we are working on Yload. Yload is the first transport marketplace in Eastern Europe, offering digital solution, transparent and artificial intelligence-enabled logistics solution. Our vision is to become one of the biggest transport solution provider for all Europe shippers. And how we can do that? Only by digitize the logistic field. Our team, we have more than 10 people right now, but we have people from IT, we have people from startups, from other startups, other entrepreneurs. The biggest problem right now in the logistic field that everything is very old. Everything gets defragmented, so booking is by fax and by phone, searching is by fax and by phone, money at 60 days, tracking by fax and by phone, and documents, 99% is the same old school time by fax and by phone. Our solution is to make everything by our platform, booking, searching, documents, tracking, and money faster, so we will pay faster the carriers. Why now? Because it's more than 20 years between nobody changed this market. Last year there was more than 1.4 billion investing on logistic and supply chain fields, and because of the pandemic, everything gets accelerated, and this is the market that you need to choose to invest. What is our market size in Europe? More than 500 millions. Our serviceable obtainable market in Eastern Europe and Central Europe is more than 200 billion euro. What is our business model? We have two business models. One is SaaS model and one is commission from every load. What is our traction for the last 12 months? We have more than 12,000 carrier company, and we closed the March with more than 100K revenue. Our competitors are a lot on the market. Go-to-market strategy is to make partnerships, B2B events, community, and so on. Our roadmap is to finish, because we have two side platforms. One is for carriers, one is for shippers. So we want to finish all the platforms. We are looking for a seed round. We already have raised 1.5 million. So we are looking for 3 million to raise the company and to scale up in Europe. Thank you very much. If you have any question.
Alex. Yeah, I've already see the first question from Michal Zalisat, please.
Hi, Alexandru. This monthly revenue of 100K, it is like your net revenue, or is it like the total revenue?
No. This is the total revenue. We have more than 15% net revenue.
Okay, so from this 100, 15% is your net revenue.
Yeah.
Okay,
at this point, but after this seed round, we will launch another platform that is a Yload network. And because of this platform is only software, we can scale up very faster. It's like booking, but for trucks. So that will raise even our net revenue because we don't have operational cost there. So we want to be like 25% from this total revenue. And we are growing every month by 30%.
Thank you so much. The next question I see from Anna Maure Aguilar, please.
Yeah, hello. So I have a question. We have seen many companies emerging trying to tackle the same problem, not just in Europe, but in Asia, Latin America, United States. So one of the challenges that we see is that how are you managing and how are you retaining that network that you are constructing, like from the point zero to retaining them? And after that, I would like to know more about what are the kind of clients you are looking for, you know, and if you have any preference for certain long distance, I don't know the distance that you are managing in the trucks that you have.
Sorry, but I don't hear you very good. I think you're a little bit far from your microphone, but if I understand good, you are asking us how we manage the trucks, right?
Yeah, how do you manage the network that you are constructing from the point zero to the retention?
Okay.
And after that, the point is, what is the kind of trucks or the kind of fleets that you are digitizing?
Yeah. So my idea come from my wife that have a transport company in Romania, and I see that she have a lot of problems for more than 12 years. So she have a lot of experience on the market. And Eastern Europe is the market, a very good market for carriers because they are very cheap regarding Western Europe carriers, like carriers from Romania, Bulgaria, Ukraine, Poland. So we want to connect the west side of Europe, where are very good shippers, very high rates with our Eastern Europe carriers. So this is why we have more than 10,000 carrier company that have more than 60,000 trucks and vans. And we just want to connect with the shippers from the other side of Europe. On wireless network, every shipper can invite their carriers. So in this case, we can scale up very fast, even in other continents. Because if you want to go right now in US market, you will need carriers first, and then you will need loads. But if first you go over the loads and you take first the shipper, they will invite the carriers and so on. Let's say after some months, couple of shippers involved, they will exchange their carriers. So this is our plan.
Thank you so much. Unfortunately, we are out of time, so please proceed in text chat. Thank you, Alex.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And we are moving to our next participant, startup DAC from Poland, and Pavel Panasiuk will present.
Yes. Hi, everyone. Can I please just confirm that you can see my screen?
Yeah, I can see.
Okay. Okay, perfect. So, hi, my name is Pavel, and we at DAC deal with one of the largest sources of global warming, and that is cooling. Cooling is the key technology of the 21st century. It gives us the comfort of our homes, preserves our food, and even makes the internet work. But existing technology has a major negative environmental impact. It'll cause 27% of global warming by 2050. And there are two reasons. It uses a lot of electricity, still produced by burning fossil fuels. And second, used HFC refrigerants are 4,000 times more harmful than CO2. That is why Montreal Protocol requires replacement of 85% of HFC-based devices by 2035. We have developed a breakthrough approach to cooling based on 7 years of R&D. Our device can drop the air temperature by 90 degrees Celsius. We don't use any chemical coolants, and we need 30% less electricity. We can completely eliminate CO2 emissions from AC and refrigeration. Here is our 18 kilowatt prototype. This is the most recent test. We cooled down a huge chamber where previously 4 times larger cooling units were used. As for competitors, we have 2 types. First is traditional players with Freon-based technology. And then we have a lot of small innovative players with non-Freon solutions, but none of these technologies can match the performance of DAC. Today, we focus on 2 segments of customers. First is logistic operators with refrigerating containers or trucks, and AC systems. To them, we offer dramatically more efficient cooling, lower CapEx and OpEx by as much as 30%, and ease of integration into existing installations. As for a global market, it's absolutely huge, €500 billion today and growing annually by 12%. We focus on segments worth 100 billion euros, and we aim to achieve 16 million in annual revenues by 2027. To do that, we define 3 go-to-market steps. So first, we validate our technology and do B2B sales directly. Then we sell to adjacent markets and sign co-production agreements. And finally, we plan to scale up globally also via licensing agreements. To reach the market, we need to complete product development. 70% of costs are already covered by EC Accelerator grant. So we are looking at the moment for €1 million equity investment. Our team has a strong technical background. We have 7 professionals and 2 PhDs. I have an MBA in financial management, and also we are proud to be supported by top advisors. In less than 3 years, we have achieved traction on the market, won several innovation awards, and built a full-size prototype. And today we're sure that together we can make cooling cool and much cooler. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Pavel. Dear judges, it's time for questions. So it seems that everything is clear to our expert board. Yeah, I see a question from Subrata. Please, you're welcome.
Yeah, hi, thanks, Julia. Sorry, I have some problem in my camera, so can't open the camera right now. But Pavel, good presentation. I wanted to understand the technology that you have developed and whatever you are achieving based on the applications of the technology. Could you please elaborate a little bit on that?
Yes, absolutely. So as a matter of fact, we applied different area of physics. So we don't use vapor compression, which is thermodynamics, but we do gas dynamic principles. And that allow us to achieve very fast cooling up to 170 degrees within a matter of 30 seconds from the launch of the application of the device. Should you be interested, I can send you a YouTube video link where we show how the device actually operates. And there are some videos from the tests. And that proves on practice that this device is fully operational, the technology is valid and working.
Great. And could you also sort of, talk through the various applications that you're targeting and geographical region?
Well, geographically, this technology can be applied anywhere where we have access to air and where you need to cool down some things, right? So we can apply it both to refrigeration application and to AC or air conditioning refrigeration or cooling. It all depends on the needs of the customer. At the moment, we are able to achieve a stable output of minus 60 degrees Celsius. So if you need it for cooling, perfect. There you have a straight prototype, which can be, or straight device, which can be applied to cooling purposes. If you need such a device for air conditioning purposes, well, I think minus 60 will be a slight overkill.
Got it. Thanks.
Thank you, Pavel.
Thank you.
Just a moment, I saw a question, but yeah. The question from our official judge, Mikhail, please, it's your turn.
Yes, hello again. It was interesting to hear your presentation. My question is concerning the industrial, let's say, cooling. Do you have any study like comparing to the existing cooling systems and the, let's say, the offers on the market? What you will offer like new, except that it's like it will cool fast and the technology is, let's say, it's like innovative. I mean, money-wise, will it be efficient as well?
Of course, we lower total cost of ownership. So even if the device is priced similarly to existing technology on the market, we will reduce cost of operating this device through lower electric bills. So we can save up to 30% of electricity used in these devices. More than that, even if I mentioned the fact that it's much faster, it means, to give you an example, we can cool down a trailer or a shipping container, which are basically the same size, 4 times faster comparing to existing devices. That means you have to use 4 times less diesel to run the diesel generator on that trailer, right? And you don't need to pre-cool it. So basically you arrive, you launch our device, and within relatively short period of time, so for 35 cubic meter trailer, we can cool it down in 30 minutes. So basically it's instantaneous cooling. And one thing which is very important is actually getting rid of freons as such, because that actually makes the whole installation much more user-friendly.
Thank you. We have a last quick question from Milan Ivanov.
Very quick one. What is the valuation you fundraising those 30% participation in the EIC accelerator?
So we are currently raising 1 million at valuation of 10 million euro pre-money.
10 million, and you don't have any sales at the moment, just preliminary contracts with
we do have preliminary contacts, we do have letters of intent, and we do have 2 paid pilots coming up this year.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. I see the next question, but I'm so sorry. We have to give a floor to our next participant. Thank you, Pavel.
Thank you.
So let me introduce our next startup. It's Legit app from Estonia. Alex Bitskov, the floor is yours.
Awesome. I hope everyone can see my screen. So hi, everyone. Yeah. Thank you for being here. I'm Alex from Estonia, co-founder of Legit, the smart legal marketplace. Every day, legal professionals struggle reaching potential clients. They waste large amounts of time on admin tasks. Delayed and unpaid invoices are a frequent problem. So lawyers often chase clients and give them huge discounts just to get paid. On the other side, we have 80% of people that cannot afford legal services. Millions of expats and foreign founders in the EU struggle finding a good, affordable lawyer. Imagine you've had a legal issue abroad and need fast legal help. Where would you go? Our solution is Legit, an AI-powered legal marketplace helping expats, digital nomads, and foreign founders resolve legal matters via expert lawyers online, wherever they are. It's a lawyer in your pocket. Just write the question and the app will do the rest. In 3 steps, you're talking to a local expert in our live chat, and that's it. Everything happens on the platform, no emails, calls, or office visits. Legit has no bots. The AI understands the content of the question and sends it to all relevant lawyers. The price comparison and flat pricing provide the best value for clients. And of course, we protect both clients and lawyers with dispute resolution and KYC features, as well as guaranteeing payments. We target expat digital nomads and foreign founders in the solo lawyers segment, which is worth around 15.5 billion euros in Europe, with expats being our current focus. A 5% market acquisition within 5 years could be worth around 775 million euros. We charge lawyers 15 to 25% commission from each transaction, as well as offer business consultancy packages. And next year, after our premium CRM is complete, we'll roll out subscription packages to lawyers, helping them manage their tasks and casework more efficiently. We have over 60 active lawyers on the platform. We are the first true legal marketplace in all 3 Baltic states and a member of the e-residency marketplace. Legit has attracted over 700 cases since the official launch in July, and we are seeing very steady GMV growth. By the end of 2022, we aim to onboard 400 lawyers across the Baltics and Poland, giving 1,000 consultations a day. By the end of 2026, we'll be in Finland, Spain, Holland, Serbia, and Germany with over 12,000 lawyers and thousands of daily consultations, a potential 40 million euros in revenue. We're a team of real heavyweights in business, legal, design, marketing, and software development with solid international experience. We've helped big companies enter the EU market and grow startups with successful exits. And of course, we have a great supporting team in the Baltics and Poland, which includes expert lawyers and attorneys at law with years of experience. We are at the pre-seed stage right now and have already raised some funds. During this stage, we aim to improve our dispute and AI matching systems, as well as enter the Netherlands market. I'm Alex from Legit, the lawyer in your pocket. Just write a question, the app will do the rest, something no one else can match. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Alex, for being in time. So we have a first question from our official judge, Andris, please.
Hello, Alex. Nice to see the Baltic states here represented. So question for you around the ability to hold the, I guess the lawyers, especially onto the platform. So, one of the risks with these kind of solutions is that, they start interacting with a customer. If there's more legal work to do, then they just agree to take it off the platform and cut you out. So how do you combat this risk?
There are two things. So at the moment, one of the things we offer the lawyers is that we guarantee that they'll get paid for the job. So if they go through our platform, we take the payment from the client in the beginning, and then we hold the payment kind of like an escrow service. And then we pay when the client has confirmed that the job is done. So the only time the lawyer doesn't get paid is if the client is unhappy, then it goes into a dispute, and then maybe the lawyer will not get paid. But that's a rare occurrence. We haven't had a single case. In terms of having more lawyers to stay on the platform, that's the CRM. So as soon as we roll this out, we'll help lawyers manage their daily tasks easier as well. So we'll have like kind of killing two birds with one stone.
And one quick follow-on question: what's the average kind of typical size of a case, of how much revenues from one case?
Yeah, it's only been, it hasn't been so long since we launched, but it varied. At the moment, I think it stands around 150 euros. But it was 70, it was 200. At the moment, yeah, it's at 150. The highest case we had was about 4,000, like just one case.
Thank you. The next question from Michal Lasotsky.
Thank you. Could you elaborate a little bit on your technology stack concerning that AI that you mentioned?
It's well, if you want the technology stack, as in what we're using, like we're building it on Angular. If that's what you're asking. In terms of AI, it's very simple. All it does is it looks at the keywords in the text and then decides what legal area that goes to. So for a very long time, we had the platform for free, like working for free, where our lawyers agreed to consult for free. During this time, we've collected a data set. So we are now still continuing to collect the data set and using that data set. But it's very simple AI. It takes away those extra steps that most of the platforms have for the client who doesn't know what legal area their question belongs to, half the time, it's kind of complicated.
Okay,
sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah, sorry for interrupting. We are out of time. Thank you, judges, for your questions. Please proceed in chat. And I would like to remind you, if you need your voting link, if you somehow lost it, please ask our Lydia in support chat. She will share your link immediately. And we are moving to our next presenter, Irma Bucinkaite from Lithuania, with the startup Benme.
Yes, hello. Do you see my screen?
Yeah.
Thank you. So hello, I'm Irma Bucinkaite from Lithuania, and I'm CEO and co-founder of Benme. Benme, it is global benefit management platform. So today benefits are everything. It's not about, it's not just everything, but in the same, it's a secret. Companies are asking questions about what is the best supplier, what their employees need. But also we're facing the problem that we're hiring employees from all the world, and our employees are traveling, not just for vacation, but to work remotely, monthly, for a month and longer. So also we're facing problems that companies are trying to provide the best benefits to attract to keep the best employees. Also, it requires a lot of time to find that the best providers, to sign a contract, to manage all the invoices, and the result, they are getting the very huge, but they're spending huge budget for that, and employees are not happy about part of benefits that they are receiving. So also companies are thinking about the future, and future is about better communication, because we are working remotely and working from all the world, about online apps and softwares with employee self-service option and possibility, and also with shopping experience, which creates faster deliver benefits for their employees. So we made that solution, and we made BenMe. BenMe gives everything. It gives freedom to choose from global providers if you're traveling, if you're working remotely, if you need to change benefits very fast, to create that benefit budget rules, where to spend, in which country, for which providers or provider groups, and to administrate all the invoices, all the suppliers, and to receive just one invoice to declare it very easy, very fast, and without taking tax reliefs that company or countries has. So we are just like a partner for two parts: employees and employers, and benefit providers. What we done now until now. So we launched our platform just in the middle of the last year. We started sales just in the August, and now we have more than 25 clients, more than 2,000 users, and we are now working in 22 companies in the world. It was easy for us to take that all the regions, because companies see us like the only one global benefit provider and software to work and to use with all possibility for the employees to choose benefits from all the world. Also, we are doing the traction. We are growing every month 25% and more. And the best month was for us Christmas time, when we grow 300% and more. We were like Santa Claus for all the companies and their employees, but not for their employees, and also for their partners. So our clients sees a lot of opportunities to work with us, but not their sees opportunities. Also, suppliers sees opportunities to work with us, to reach and to find more clients, and to also receive more sales and grow their revenue. We have quite a lot of clients during this short time, but also we have a lot of prospects that are now in the demo stage, and they are thinking about use BenMe. Also, what is behind BenMe? So BenMe started with two of us. Me, I'm a CEO co-founder, and I have a knowledge from HR sector. I was working in global international companies like Mars and Marsh. And my CTO, he was working, and now he is lecturer and sharing his knowledge in the best university in Lithuania. And also we have a very strong team from finance, marketing, and also developers and others. What is our revenue model? Like I said, we are SaaS platform, so we are focusing first in the client. We're taking fee-based pricing. Also, we're taking a commission from the budget spent for our platform, and now we're searching and developing additional revenue model. So receive the also revenue from our suppliers, because we are growing their sales and grow and to take part of that. We also have the results of our clients. The results are that they are saying that they optimize their budget. All the budget that they are spending is 100% met employee needs. They increased their engagement. They saved their budget because also part of budget are not spending through our system, or if employee are quitting, so he's not taking all the budget. And also we saved a lot of time for administrating work and invoicing management. We have competitors.
Thank you, Irma. Sorry for interrupting. It's time for Q&A.
It was the end, so it's okay.
Yeah. So I see the first question from Gabriel.
Yes, thank you, Julia. Great presentation, Irma. Congrats on your growth and tracking. I just was wondering, what is your unique proposal in terms of your solution? Because I have seen many of them before. I just wanted to be curious on what is your unique angle, no, in the startup. Although I like it. No?
It's a very good question. I'm hearing it every time. So yes, we have a unique solution because we're global. I saw a lot of benefit platform, but they were locally. And why they were locally? Because of tax relief, because of local suppliers. For them, it's very difficult to add additional or go to other market. We did different. We are not reselling products. We are just like a broker. We are giving the same invoice, the same tax relief, but we are taking a commission and we are taking revenue with different mode. And also we created really good rules to set the budget rules where to spend. So companies are really, they are taking us and taking our solution for that two cases. And this led us to grow very fast and worldwide market.
That's great. Actually, that was my second question. If you were global or local, perfect. All right.
Global, yes.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you. And last quick question from Gaivanka, please.
Thank you, Julia. Irma, really interesting concept. I wouldn't ask anything that came from Gabriel. My question is more of a commercial nature. It concerns your revenue generation power. Can you elaborate more about why did you have that peak of more than 300% in November last year? And of course, tell us how much of revenue you generated so far.
Yes, it was my success story. I want to share it because sometimes companies are asking and taking a very hard decision to add additional provider or software in HR because there is a lot of HR softwares. But what they saw and what we were mentioned for them that look, there is Christmas and what you will give for your employees, for your partners, and you can choose. And they are onboarding themselves very fast in our platform. Just it takes about 1 hour to onboard the company and employees. So with that easy onboarding, we sell them that idea. Look, you can give Christmas gift for our platform, just money, budget for money to spend, and your employees and partners will have freedom to choose and to spend and to find the right gift for them. So that market message, it was very good, and we did a sales. All our customer and our client made that sales for us. They were recommending us for others, and it was that grow very fast and very huge, and in all that countries in 1 month.
Great to hear that, and I'm looking forward to see your business grow. Additionally, if I can ask one more, I would like to know more about your investment. Was it self-funded, from your own resources, or you have some angelic investment support?
I'm happy that me and my co-founder, we were spending all our time. We left our jobs, so we invested our time, and also we received 50K investment from Startup with Guys program. They choose us, and 100K investment from angels. Now we are closing pre-seed investment, so we are really excited to do more with that investment, and later in this year or next year we are looking for serious seed investment. Yes, seed investment, I believe. Investment. So yes, so yes, we received not quite a lot of money, but I believe that we did a lot with that, and we are really excited to do more with more money.
Great to hear that. I'm looking forward to interact, and all the best within this event.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Irma. Good luck. And we are inviting our next startup. So startup Virbe from Poland. And Chris Robel, please, the stage is yours.
Hello, everyone. Can you see my screen now?
Yeah, perfect.
Perfect. So hello once again, I'm Chris. I'm a founder and CEO of Verb, and we build a virtual beings framework for autonomous customer experience, actually, and the metaverse. So in today's world, we are basically bombarded with the information, especially textual information, all the chatbots, messengers, etc., Facebook, walls, and only 10% of the information in the form of text is retained by the users, comparing to 90% of retention when they watch the video. There is also a problem with average attention span. So usually businesses have few seconds basically to attract user engagement. And the problem is that today's interface, especially those text-based, are basically not enough to keep users engaged, but brands, basically, they struggle to provide engaging human-like communication at scale. So the question would be, what is the customer interface of the future? And our claim is that it's a virtual being. And that's an interface that actually anyone already knows because it's innate and natural. One that everyone learns from birth, basically. And that's what we built. So our platform basically allows to create virtual beings, which allows to automate communication in a more human-like form, a more engaging form. Obviously, humans are best at telling stories, but basically there is not enough of us to tell those stories, and we can do this 24/7. We have a web-based platform where one can create basically a virtual being, choose their appearance, connect chatbots, or use one of the predefined ones. And the main approach to our solution is you build it once and then you deploy it anywhere, which means you can put the same virtual being online, websites, mobile apps. You can obviously use it in upcoming metaverses. So it can be either AR-based virtual world or VR-based virtual worlds. One virtual being, but multiple channels. And obviously, the most interesting thing is we do have offline physical integrations for any kind of gyms, hotels, public offices. The video you see here is from the last week from Laval conference, where users were able to interact with this virtual host, ask about the agenda, jokes, etc., all personality of the virtual being, because there were numerous questions about that. And that's, so basically we have a broad variety of integrations when it comes to what kind of avatars you can use, what kind of chatbots can be actually transformed into virtual beings, and multiple ways of adding speech to text and text to speech capabilities. So basically with virtual beings, your main goal is to speak with your voice. And then we have multiple SDKs, so you can add to existing applications or use one of the predefined apps that we've built so far. And our competitive advantage is basically we are at the moment most versatile and cost-effective cloud-based platform for creating virtual beings. There are other companies creating virtual beings, but our approach is like building a platform and technology that others can use. We try to aim to become the WordPress-like framework for developers and brands that wants to be metaverse ready, wants to be part of this future trends. And we basically, with our solution, what used to take months to develop, because one can develop a virtual by himself, but in our case, it's done in a couple minutes. And the market is, so our direct market, so virtual beings market is not yet formed, but when it comes to, like markets which are in the similar trends are chatbots, obviously which is already huge, like $1 billion market, growing 25% a year over year. Same for general conversational AI. And the big hype trend that we are also part of is like a metaverse market, which by the 2029 should become $1 trillion market. And our business model basically works both ways. So it's a platform, so it's a licensed with monthly fee, and it's our primary focus is licensing to partners. And partners are chatbot agencies, product marketing agencies. So basically companies that already are building softwares. And we sometimes do also enterprise beings, basically trying to also learn what they need and try to also give this expertise to our partners. And there is a variety of companies working either on virtual beings or chatbots already. but we don't try to treat them as the competition, because in case that agencies, they are potential partners in terms of technologies, there are complementary technologies that can be integrated. So our go-to-market strategy is becoming the lead virtual being framework for autonomous customer experience and the metaverse, which means we focus currently on partners, so companies that can become our early adopter can to also help us educate the market to basically showcase what can be done with virtual beings, how existing applications can be reformed and reimagined in a new form. And yes, we try to also build enterprise case study. Our core team consists of 4 people, but we actually have 5 to 10 freelancers working with us at the moment, depending on the projects and the areas, because the whole product is quite complex. We generated 25,000 revenue in 2021. We project to at least generate 100,000 euros in 2020. We have 120 testers in our platform, but since we pivoted to this partner model, we already have 3 companies which are actually becoming our ambassadors. So using our technology to build solutions for others. That's where we basically, that's how we want to grow, through partners. And we've just starting or negotiated the contract for the first pilot with Polish retail autonomous chain. And yeah, we already initially got the grant. We recently were seed fundraised by LT Capital from Poland, but we will be fundraising again to support our growth. We have so many leads these days. And last week we won the prize for the tool or the framework that will become like relevant for upcoming metaverse and virtual worlds. Yeah, so that's all for my presentation, but I'm open to any question you will have.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you. We have first questions. So the first one from Mikhail Zalisak, please.
Hi, do you work somehow with the Evolve 3D company or Ready Player Me technology, or what exactly is like your IP, and what is third-party component of it?
Yeah, so for Ready Player Me, we basically give the option to import your model into our platform. So Ready Player Me basically provides avatars. We make them interactive. So basically you can import your model and then you can, like get this kind of integration.
Hello.
Which you can talk to
I'm Rika,
either on
and
website
I'm a
or all
being
those other
created
channels
by
that I
Verb.
mentioned.
It's really cool. Hello. I'm
Yeah,
Rika,
sorry, guys.
and I'm a virtual being created by Verb.
Okay, and the next one question from Thomas Bell.
Thank you very much. Nice presentation. So basically, if I understand, so you are offering the platform for modeling your own avatar, and then you are offering integration for all third parties which are providing conversational AI. And also you need some agencies and so on who are able to put into production different scenarios for conversational AI.
Yeah, so that's...
And also there are components for integration into the different 3D spaces like metaverse or game engines and so on.
Yeah, so we basically use our technology to build end-to-end solutions. That was the way we were doing things in 2021. Now we are opening for partnership because we want others to build those solutions, and we basically have more. We sell licenses each time they develop new product. And yeah, as you mentioned, we do have like a variety of options on how you can build those tools. That includes all the engines that I mentioned. So there are already chatbots that were developed. So basically we give ability to import those chatbots, or if you don't have any expertise with chatbots, you can use our own skill set that we've built. And regarding the other part, basically we do have SDKs either for web or Unity that can be used by those companies or by the enterprises themselves.
So based on that conversational AI, you can also build something like integration platform, and also, let's say, maybe marketplace for some standard or typical scenarios which are already pre-built, and I just can deploy and start.
Yeah, so we were actually thinking that, like our next, maybe in about 6 to 9 months, we will be thinking about creating a marketplace. So basically managing, like end customers with those partners that we already will enlist in the time.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you so much. Unfortunately, we are out of time for questions, so feel free to proceed in chat. And we are moving to our last but not the least startup, Kelvin Health. I see Georgi is ready. It's startup from Bulgaria. Please, if you're ready, we are ready.
Yeah, I hope you hear me well and I'm ready to start.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Thank you for organizing this in this very interesting times, and I'm hoping that all the startups will be able to contribute to improving the situation in various different aspects. So our mission with Kelvin Health is to make preventable deaths and suffering from conditions like limb ischemia and breast cancer a thing of the past by using the power of mobile thermography and AI. In 2018, shortly before my son was born, my wife and I were devastated when her father nearly lost his leg because of late diagnosed peripheral arterial disease. And unfortunately, there are more than 200 million people like you worldwide who suffer from PAD, and each year above 20 million, which is more than the average population of European country, developed a life-threatening critical limb ischemia, a condition that first takes your leg, then kills you in less than 5 years in almost half of the cases. And unfortunately for patients with diabetes like you, they're at the highest risk of complications and at the same time are the harder to diagnose because of the typical limb medial arterial calcification and higher tolerance to pain. So 19 months ago, we asked ourselves, what would it take to build a diagnostic solution as simple as his family doctor or even his wife taking a thermal image? And using a thermal camera like this, we can capture the heat of the body, detect local anomalies, and notify the specialist in case of a problem. The reason this is possible is because the local body temperature is directly related to blood flow, and there's a limited amount of factors that can affect it, such as inflammation or blockage. With enough samples, we can train a precise machine learning model that can differentiate among those factors and achieve a very precise diagnostic process. This rationale makes the application of mobile thermography and AI very natural in multiple therapeutic areas. And to explore in depth the first one, a vascular disease, we joined forces with the leading cardiovascular surgeon, Professor Petrov. And together with his team, we witnessed that Kelvin Health can be as telling about severe blood flow problems as the very invasive gold standard of X-ray angiography. As you can see on your screens, both methods are showing severe blockage under the knee line of the patient. The method also proved itself useful for the detection of the effectiveness for vascularization therapy. So encouraged by these discoveries, we decided to start with Kelvin Health as a solution that first focused on vascular conditions for frequent and easy and accessible screening and monitoring. And basically, it can turn anyone into the vascular doctor house who can detect complex functional symptoms that even very advanced methods would miss. To build it, we've got our team combining expertise in AI, medical, regulatory, and business development matters. And we're now creating a unique thermal imaging data set in partnerships with 3 hospitals. We managed to connect more than 900 thermal images in the last 7 months. Once we got regulatory approval, we are ready to start penetrating the Middle East market, where unfortunately diabetes is very prevalent, where we offer the device at cost to specialists and charge them per examination. Then once we add more therapeutic areas, we are ready to expand markets and also address directly the consumer and the patient who pay themselves or via their medical insurance. So if you also believe that a true unicorn company should positively affect the lives of billion people, we are happy to discuss how to join forces and help save the limbs and lives of patients like you together. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Georgi. I see the first question from Albina.
Hi, Georgi. Very nice to see a fellow Bulgarian on the event. A quick question regarding your engagement with insurers. So has there been any interest from them, and what kind of partnerships or what kind of relationships are you forming with them now? Because I think they're like a core piece of the puzzle here.
Yeah, absolutely. So we started conversations with multiple insurance companies or medical payers in different territories, from KBC to Anthem in the US, and initial contacts and references to Kaiser Permanente. The initial response is this would add tremendous value and do a lot of savings. Let's get to the regulatory approval and see how CE marking and FDA approvals are working with that. And we can basically provide introductions to people that we've talked to in these companies.
Okay, thank you.
We have the next question from Thomas Bell. Please, Thomas.
Great presentation. Thank you very much. How many labeled data do you have till now, or images?
These 900 thermal images of critical limb ischemia and related conditions like the previous stage of peripheral arterial disease, as well as some of them of healthy patients.
Mm-hmm. So probably your biggest challenge is to obtain much more data which are in good labor quality.
Yeah, this is one of the major challenge, or actually next steps. We're currently expanding from these 3 hospitals to a few more.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, for some of these conditions, from a statistical point of view, it might not be needed to expand much more. Maybe like 3-fold times or something is enough for that. The good thing is that out of the current examination, we have very good sensitivity. Practically, we have sensitivity in 100% of the cases, which has been clinically validated, and very good specificity as well, with a lot of with very little false positives.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and I mean, okay, which kind of hardware are you using? Is it done by mobile?
Yeah, actually, we're currently using this camera. I'm not sure how well it's seen, but
it's a thermal camera.
Yeah, it's a thermal camera from
Got
FLIR. I think I have a pocket slide with that. But basically, yeah, it's with relatively low resolution, but it proved to be good enough. We're planning on building our own hardware as part of the process for multiple reasons, including price and regulatory approval for such a compact hardware. But basically, for current research activities and part of the clinical validation, we're using this FLIR One.
Don't you have a problem with data because of the privacy, or the computational of algorithms are done on edge or on the cloud?
Well, actually, the collection of data, yeah, we are GDPR compliant. We're also taking steps to be HIPAA compliant. So basically, we do collect data. It's through informed consents and under the regulations of the local Commission for Protection of Personal Data. But basically, it's anonymized data, and we have the consent of the users, and we keep all the strict procedures.
Yeah, but my question was the computation itself, the computation of algorithm is done directly on the hardware.
Yeah, it can be done
on edge.
Yeah, it's actually can be done directly on the phone where the camera is connected to.
So edge computing.
Yeah, it can be edge.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you so much. If there is no additional questions, so soon we'll know who is our winner. Dear startups, you've made a great job today. Thank you so much for your impressive presentations, and judges for your questions. So Anna.
Yes, Julia.
Could you please help us to review?
How can I help? I don't have power to vote. I can only support startups that you are already the winners, because you were selected out of enormous number of the applications. And in 40 seconds, we'll be closing the votes and announcing who the winner is. We'll announce stage by stage, guest voting, then business angels voting, then expert board voting, and then I will talk to official judges. Official judges, please note who are your favorites, because I will talk to you about that. And we will then announce who the winner is after you all voted. Okay, 20 seconds to go. Please finish your voting. That's easy. Put your numbers under the startups at our event page. And I will switch on a special music. And the end of music means the end of voting. You have a little bit time to go. Okay. Please tell me if you see my screen. I do not see it myself.
Not yet. Not yet. I see you. Oh, yeah. You started screen sharing.
Oh, that's good. That's something. Yeah. Okay. I put on the music and you finish voting. 10 seconds to go. No. Okay, so the votes are officially closed. Now no one can influence what's happening. Okay, Let's see how did our guests voted. We will see the category of guests voting. Anyone can vote. Just log in at our event page and leave your score. And our guests have selected which startup as a winner. Dear support team, please show me the guests voting. Oh, please, please, please. Okay, Cardiomo. Congratulations, guest voted for Cardiomo to be the first one and SK the second one and Virbi the third one. Okay, that's very interesting. Let's see how did Business Angels vote. Business Angels. Cardioma still the first place, Kraftworks, and then goes DAG. Okay, very interesting. And expert board, our esteemed expert board, very experienced VCs. Who did they select as a winner? That's something different. Benme, then DAX, then Verbe. Very interesting. And okay, support team, do not change anything. I would like to talk to official judges. Let's start with Albana. Yes, I see you on my screen. You are the first one. Please tell me, did you like the selection of the startups and who did you like the most?
It was a very good selection of startups indeed. Great job selecting out of such a tremendous pool of talent and opportunities. I quite like, I can't say which one I liked them, like I can say just a few highlights. I really appreciated what DAC are doing because I had the feeling that they are the startup which has a very strong sustainability and impact built into their business model, which is something that we care for a lot in our organization as well. And another startup that really spoke to me was actually Yload, because I come from an industry where digitization is on a very low scale, low level. So I think that if Yload are able to pull out what they're up to, like what they're planning to do, I think there is a tremendous business opportunity there.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for your feedback. Thomas, how does it look like from Slovakia? Oh, please unmute yourself.
Okay, thank you. So many really interesting startups and ideas. For myself, it's also difficult to select only one, but if I have to do, I will prefer Kelvin, which is from healthcare perspective, really huge improvement. Technological, let's say it's not simple, but let's say accessible and probably easy to implement and easy to use from a doctor perspective. So my selection, if I have to go for one, it's a Kelvin.
Wonderful, thank you so much. Yuri.
Hello.
What do you think who the winner will be and why?
It was a very good selection of startups.
Thank you.
Software, hardware, a little bit about medicine, different business models. And I agree, it was a surprise for me, but I agree that Cardioma took the best place. Successful project is a project that started sales before it started selling.
And the Ukrainians. No, no strings attached, right?
not about. They're almost Belgian, as I remember. Good successful project is a project that communicates with customers, receives feedback, makes a pilot, tests the value of this product before it starts selling. And Cardioma does all of these things, and it's, yes, it's true. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you, Yuri, so much. Mikal from Czechia. We have three wonderful Mikals that I will talk to right now. Let's start from Mikal from Czechia. Did you like anyone special today? Michal Zaleshchuk, do you hear me? I see you. Okay, maybe some technical problems. Let's start with Michael, if I pronounce it right, from Georgia. Is it Michael?
Yeah, it's Michael.
Cool.
It was really interesting to hear all the startups. For me, like it's let's say those that I understand well are CrowdWorks and virtual avatars and the marketplace for the logistics, and I selected them as my top 3. But my favorite are the virtual avatars anyway, because I'm doing some stuff on the web stream, on the Gamify and stuff like that. So I like the idea, but of course, let's say for the medical startups, I like the expertise, but it was interesting to hear and to see the innovation in the field. And so it was really interesting, and thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you. Michal Lasocki from Poland. What can you say? What feedback?
Well, I'm really impressed by the diversity of what I saw today, and I'm impressed twice because these projects are very ambitious technically. Yes, so it's really cool to be part of that event. Frankly, it's very difficult to see who was best because it's very difficult to compare them, and most likely I would say that most of them were very interesting and insightful. I'm not in healthcare, so it's probably most easiest for me to say what was cool, because if I'm wrong, then I can always say I'm not an expert. So I really like Cardioma and Kelvin, but it's not all. There are many interesting things. CrowdWorks, for instance, I like that. I also, but the others are also cool. Yes, the thing is DAC, for instance. These are really tech stuff. It's not like something that you can create over a couple of weekends. Yes, it's really great job done for all of the people who qualified for the final.
Totally support you. Yes, thank you so much for your feedback. Michal Zaleshchuk, are you ready to talk to me right now? I guess not. Then we still have your votes. Let's see. How did official judges voted? Thank you so much for your feedback. It's very valuable. And thank you so much for the marks you put to our startups. Yo, how would you know, huh? Okay. Those of you who are good in math already know who the winner is. I do not. I need my support team to show me that. Are you ready to see who the winner is? Let's see. And the winner of today's Central and Eastern European Unicorn Battle is... Oh, come on. You could give me a couple seconds. Cardioma, Ksenia, you did it again. It's your moment of glory. You're winning the second time in the row. Is Ksenia with us, Julia? Or she went to feature her event?
Ksenia is simultaneously.
And here and there, yes.
That's 2 events. Yeah.
That's a problem with online events, but still we are happy for Cardioma. We are happy that we support Ukrainian startup. That is really good. That's where heart is. That's like all our families and friends are there, and we support any way we can. Like I said, you're all the winners, startups. You did great. Judges, thank you so much for dedicating your time, for winning, for giving feedback. Startups need this because you're helping them to develop. And next Thursday, next event, what it will be, Julia? Please remind me.
Just a moment. I'll remind
Oh, it's next Tuesday. Yes, Ukrainian startups. We have Tuesday event and Thursday event. So starting with Tuesday, please join us to support Ukrainian startups. It will be another great event, and we had a huge outcome after the first one. Hope this second one will be also as good as the first one. And I see you all online. The season just started, and we keep going, keep going. The best startups will pitch here. See you all. Thank you so much. Take care. Please stay safe.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you.
Bye,
See you.
Bye.
Thank you
so much.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Keep in touch. Bye bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.